You're listening to the audio production of The Grand Design, a novel of Dorothy Draper, by Joy Callaway, published by Harper Muse and read by Gina Carlson.
For my husband, John. You don't sell a commodity. You sell joy, gaiety, excitement. You aim at people's hearts, not their minds. Dorothy Draper. Chapter 1. The Greenbrier Resort, White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, August 1st, 1908. I'd been lured to the dining room as prey. I eyed the roast chicken in front of me and had pity on the poor fowl whose end was drizzled in sage butter and decorated with dainty carrots and pearl onions. I, too, was draped in finery for my final presentation, a Charlesworth ensemble of yellow-green silk with metallic gold floral brocade and beaded tassels at the back to accentuate my sleek figure. Sleek was the polite way of saying much too tall and imposing, but no one, especially our seamstress, dared say so to a Tuckerman. I wasn't the only one being prepared for a swift devouring. The dining room was filled with silk and chiffon, served atop a platter of tradition and romance. I eyed one of the stately Corinthian pillars behind me, and followed the rows of them down the length of the enormous dining hall, imagining how many women they'd seen sacrificed in their shadows. There were more than 1,000 people here for the Greenbrier centennial celebration, and the room was bustling with waiters and Vanderbilts and DuPonts and Beckleys and Stevenses and Hendersons and Alexanders and Juilliards and Canes, and likely a few European ministers thrown in for variety, though even their presence wouldn't stop the incestuous matchmaking ritual that had been established among these proper families. "They've arrived, Dorothy," Anzella muttered, tapping my leg with hers. I didn't want to look up, but did so reflexively as Warren Abercrombie III and his father glided into the room behind the kindly-looking maitre d' who, judging by his cheery smile, had no idea he was leading a wolf and his reluctant son to a table full of sheep. I wished that our au pair, Mademoiselle, had been swifter with my hair, that we'd been able to come down for dinner earlier so our table would be occupied by now. We always arrived late, however, and though it was almost a guarantee that the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?